Good morning, everyone, and thank you for choosing Market Briefing, market analysis, and financial news. Every day, our goal is to provide you with a thorough and knowledgeable analysis of the most relevant financial news to help you navigate the complex economic landscape. Let's begin our daily review. Market analysis, October 25, 2023. U.S. stock index futures retreated Wednesday morning following a mixed bag of big tech earnings after the bell Tuesday. Alphabet shares sank over 7% in pre-market trading after its cloud computing division posted lower than expected profits. In contrast, Microsoft stock rose as its Azure cloud business exceeded forecasts. The disappointing outlook from semiconductor firm Texas Instruments also weighed on futures, suggesting enduring weakness in demand for electronics components. With many major tech firms left to report this week like Meta and Amazon, investors are parsing earnings for signals on how companies are navigating rising rates and inflation's impact on consumer spending. Chris Beecham, chief market analyst at EAT Group, noted the focus remains squarely on the tech sector as the engine of growth. He said solid reports from Meta and Amazon could provide a catalyst for stocks to rally into month-end. European shares similarly declined Wednesday amid a slew of mixed earnings. Luxury group Kering fell after reporting slowing Gucci sales, reflecting the global pullback in high-end consumer spending. Consumer goods giant Reckitt Benckiser also dropped following lighter than expected quarterly revenues. Payment processor Worldline cratered over 50% in its worst ever daily rout after downgrading guidance for the year. The weak results out of Europe have amplified worries that the economic slowdown is severely crimping corporate profits. On the upside, Deutsche Bank climbed nearly 8%. The firm said it would accelerate payouts to shareholders thanks to stronger income from corporate banking and deposit inflows, partially offsetting weaker trading revenues. Steelmaker Saab and software firm Dassault Systems similarly gained following estimate-topping earnings. Long-term Treasury yields extended their climb with the 10-year touching 4.10%, weighing on appetite for equities. With major central banks still poised to keep rates elevated to tame inflation, analysts don't expect yields to retreat significantly near term. Evelyn Gomez-Lichty, a strategist at Mizuho International, said yields could retest the 5% level on continued evidence of stubborn inflation. In Asia, shares nudged higher after China ramped up monetary and fiscal support for the ailing economy and stock market. However, property developer Country Garden sank, becoming the first major Chinese real estate firm deemed in default on a dollar bond, underscoring the sector's broader debt crisis. Oil prices steadied following their slide below $90 per barrel for Brent crude, which has now surrendered around half its gains since the October 7 OPEC Plus production cut. Signs of easing tensions between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia have helped mitigate supply disruption fears in the Middle East market. Turning to currencies, the dollar index ticked higher for a second straight day. Analysts say the greenback remains supported by expectations that the Fed will continue aggressive rate hikes, while the Bank of Japan monitors local bond yields heading into next week's policy decision that could reshape yield curve control. The yen treaded water on Wednesday. Before proceeding with our analysis, we would like to remind you that your support is very important to us. If you enjoy this video and find our content helpful and engaging, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. This helps us grow and provide you with even more quality content. Now, let's get back to the news on the financial markets and the latest updates. Bitcoin stumbled slightly on Wednesday after surging over 20% in the past week. The cryptocurrency had shot up from around $30,000 to over $35,000 late Tuesday morning amid speculation that approval for a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, ETF, was imminent. However, the ticker symbol for BlackRock's proposed spot Bitcoin ETF was mysteriously removed from the depository trust and clearing corporation's website, cooling expectations. Bitcoin was trading near $34,200 at the time of this report, down just under 1% on the day, but still up substantially on the week. Diogo Monica, co-founder and president of crypto custody firm Anchorage Digital, commented that institutional adoption of Bitcoin is pushing the market into a state of perpetual spring where prolonged bear markets may be a thing of the past. In other market news, bankrupt crypto exchange FTX has received multiple bids for a potential restart, according to investment banker Kevin Kofsky of Perella Weinberg Partners. Speaking at a court hearing on Tuesday, Kovsky revealed that at least 3 parties are interested in purchasing FTX, which at its peak processed tens of billions in trades per day. A winning bidder could potentially be selected by mid-December. Kovsky noted they have narrowed the field from a large number of initial bidders down to a small handful in the second round of negotiations. He expressed optimism that a concrete plan for reviving the exchange, either through a reorganization, partnership, or acquisition, will be submitted for approval by the court's December 16 deadline. Analysts at crypto investment firm Galaxy Digital released a new report forecasting that a spot Bitcoin ETF could attract up to $14.4 billion in inflows within the first year of launch. They noted that a spot Bitcoin ETF may be a superior vehicle compared to existing investment products like trusts and futures that currently hold over $21 billion combined. Galaxy Digital predicts inflows into a spot Bitcoin ETF could climb to $27 billion in the second year and $39 billion by the third year after introduction. They pointed out that wealth management firms, banks, and RIAs represent nearly $50 trillion in managed assets that would become newly accessible to Bitcoin exposure through an SEC-approved spot ETF. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest sold off shares in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and Coinbase for the second consecutive day, taking advantage of Bitcoin's surge to trim exposure. According to disclosures, the ARK Next Generation Internet ETF dumped 72,509 shares of GBTC and 21,062 shares of Coinbase on Tuesday as Bitcoin pushed towards 16-month highs. The sales come after ARK Invest had loaded up on GBTC and Coinbase during previous market lows. In technical analysis, the Solana Bitcoin ratio has broken out of a long downtrend, potentially signaling outperformance for Solana ahead. Analysts at Delphi Digital pointed out Solana's price action is reminiscent of Ethereum in the last market cycle. They noted if history rhymes, Solana could still have substantial room for gains compared to Bitcoin. Key events this week: Canada rate decision, Wednesday. U.S. new home sales, Wednesday. IBM, Meta earnings, Wednesday. European Central Bank interest rate decision, President Christine Lagarde holds news conference, Thursday. U.S. wholesale inventories, GDP, U.S. durable goods, initial jobless claims, pending home sales, Thursday. Intel, Amazon earnings, Thursday. China industrial profits, Friday. Japan Tokyo CPI, Friday. U.S. PCE deflator, personal spending, income, University of Michigan consumer sentiment, Friday. ExxonMobil earnings, Friday. Move Pulse survey. Will 10-year yields remain elevated for months? Share your views here. And here are some of the main market moves. Stocks. S&P 500 futures fell 0.4% as of 6:20 a.m. New York time. Nasdaq 100 futures fell 0.6%. Futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average were little changed. The Stoxx Europe 600 fell 0.4%. The MSCI World Index was little changed. Currencies. The Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index rose 0.2%. The Euro fell 0.2% to $1.0571. The British Pound fell 0.3% to $1.2121. The Japanese yen was little changed at 149.92 per dollar. Cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin rose 1.5% to $34,140.17. Ether rose 0.4% to $1,778.33. Bonds. The yield on 10-year treasuries advanced 4 basis points to 4.86%. Germany's 10-year yield advanced 3 basis points to 2.86%. Britain's 10-year yield advanced 2 basis points to 4.56%. Commodities. West Texas Intermediate crude fell 0.2% to $83.55 a barrel. Gold futures fell 0.2% to $1,981.40 an ounce. In conclusion, we'd like to thank you for watching Market Briefing, market analysis, and financial news. If you enjoyed our insights and found the information helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel to stay updated with future analyses. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you soon with more interesting news. Remember, the information in this video is purely informational and does not constitute investment advice. Always consult with a professional before making financial decisions.